Well, hello and welcome to our program tonight. I hope you have had a great week. We've got a good program lined up for you tonight. Hope you'll get all your instruments out, your guitars and your keyboard. And I had that with me because I was talking too long on that first segment. So I'm just going to cut this first segment a little short. Tonight we're going to get right on into the music. Tonight I'm going to start with a happy song. I love happy songs. This is a song from my Turn Your Radio On CD. The song was written by Ada Blinkhorn in 1899, and the Carter family recorded it in 1928, and it really just took off and became their theme song. Carter family was one of the early supergroups. They were one of the first groups to take advantage of recordings and radio. They were huge radio stars. There was a radio station south of the border in Mexico. In the United States, the stations were limited to a certain amount of watts that they could have on their transmitter. I think 50,000 watts was probably the limit at that time. But this Mexico station they didn't have any such stipulation or regulation, so they just had hundreds of thousands of watts, and you could pick that station up all over the United States. And the Carter family was the star of that radio station. They had back then a lot of people did live stuff on radio because they didn't have tape and they didn't have the digital media that we have today where you can easily record stuff and then play it back later. So a lot of people did live stuff on radio back then, the Carters being no exception. But A.P. Carter would go around the countryside looking for songs. But it turns out that one of somebody in his kin, I don't know if it was a cousin or an aunt or uncle or something, but they knew of the song. And once they were introduced to it, of course, once they did that recording, it just became their theme song. So, later on, as the Carters began to, you went from the Carter family, then you went to Ma Maybelle and her daughters, and it just kept being more Carters and more Carters. And then, of course, Johnny Cash married into the Carter family. So all of these people kept this song alive. But without telling you a whole lot more about it, I'll tell you some more in other episodes. I mean, this is just one of those great old songs that everybody loves to sing along. Keep on the sunny side of life.
There's a dark and troubled side of life. There's a bright and sunny side too. Though we meet with the darkness and strife, the sunny side we always may view. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us if we pray, it will brighten every day, if we keep on the sunny side of life. Though the storm in its fury break today, rushing hopes that we cherish so dear, storm and cloud will in time pass away. The sun again will shine bright and clear. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us if we pray, it will brighten every day, if we keep on the sunny side of life. Let us greet with a song of hope each day. Though the moments be cloudy or fair, let us trust in our Savior a way to keep everyone in His care. Keep keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us if we pray, it will brighten every day, if we keep on the sunny side of life. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us if we pray, it will brighten every day, if we keep on the sunny side of life. If we keep on the sunny side of life. We gotta keep on the sunny side of life.
This next song that I'm going to do comes from my Lord Build Me a Cabin in the Corner of Gloryland album. Vince Gill is just one of the most beloved country artists that we have had in the last 20 or 30, 40 years. Written a lot of good songs. But this song, he began writing it in 1989 when Keith Whitley died. Keith was one of his good friends. And he said he got the first verse and chorus, but he said he just sort of put it aside, and really he was just, he said that anytime he had to deal with grief, he would sort of, it's been his practice just to go to his guitar and sing and write, you know. So he did that, but he only got the first verse or so. And then in 1993, his brother passed away. And suddenly he had the next verse. So it was released in 1993. But he went on to finish the song, and the song had been done by several people and won awards and that sort of stuff. But he said that he really didn't think people would want to hear a song with such grief in it. And he said now, the odd thing is, this is probably the song he'll be remembered for. But anyway, we're going to do our version for you tonight. It's that beautiful song, Go Rest High on the Mountain.
I know your life on earth was troubled, and only you could know the pain. You weren't afraid to face the devil. You were no stranger to the rain. So go rest high on that mountain, 'cause your work on earth is done. Go to heaven shouting love for the Father and the Son. Oh, how we cried the day you left us. We gathered round your grave to grieve. Wish I could see the angels' faces when they hear your sweet voice sing. Go rest high on that mountain, 'cause your work on earth is done. Go to heaven a-shouting love for the Father and the Son. So go rest high on that mountain, 'cause your work on earth is done. Go to heaven shouting love for the Father and the Son. Go to heaven shouting love for the Father and the Son.
This next song that we're going to do tonight was written by a lady named Eliza Hewitt in 1898. She, along with a lady named Emily Wilson, wrote this song. Emily was the music writer and she was the poet. In another episode, I tell you about her story, but tonight, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the song. The song went on to be put into 270 hymnals. I put it on my How Beautiful Heaven Must Be album. And other people that have done, a lot of people have done versions of this song, but namely Alan Jackson, Brad Paisley, the Gaithers. Of course, the Gaithers have done so many songs, you know, with their revival, their song meetings and sort of stuff. But anyway, this song has just been done by a lot of different people. It was written in the late 1800s during the evangelical era, when they would have camp meetings and revival meetings and things of that nature. But it's a song that we all love to sing. It's called When We All Get to Heaven.
Sing the wondrous love of Jesus. Sing His mercy and His grace. In the mansions bright and blessed, He'll prepare for us a place. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. While we walk the pilgrim pathway, clouds will overspread the sky. But when traveling days are over, not a shadow, not a sigh. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. Let us then be true and faithful, trusting, serving toils of life we face. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. Onward to the prize before us, soon His beauty will behold. Soon the pearly gates will open, we shall tread the streets of gold. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory.
For our next song tonight, I'm going to do you a song that was written by Laura Lewis and Trina Curtis. In another one of my programs, I told you the story about how they wrote the song, but tonight I'm going to tell you how I came to do the song, because it's an interesting little story involved. My preacher, Brother Johnny, and his wife, Sister Patsy, came over to visit me one day at the studio, and Johnny had recorded some material with me. I don't remember if we were just visiting or whether we were working on some music. It's been a while now. It's probably been 15 years ago. But anyway, they asked me, there's this new song that we just ran across. Have you heard I'm a Winner Either Way? I said, back then I was traveling a lot and working in the studio a lot. There wasn't just a lot of time to listen to songs. And so one of them went out to the car and they had a tape of it. So one of them went to the car and brought it back in. And I had just finished my Angel Band album. I was in the final production stages. All the recording was done. I was mixing down and mastering it and just doing some things, putting the final touches on it. And when I heard this song, I'm going, wait a minute. Because I knew, at best, it's another year before you get an album out, particularly the way that I have to work, because I was traveling a lot and I'd come home and I'd catch little moments that I could record some, but it wasn't like I could go in and spend 40 hours a week working on an album. So I knew it was going to be a long time before I had another album, and I thought, no, you know what? I need to hold up the production on this album and record this. So I spent that week recording this song, and I am so glad I did. This song has been a blessing to so many people. I cannot tell you how many people would come up to me and tell me things about this and what it meant to them. And we were blessed. I don't really talk too much about this and that. God just blesses us, and I accept that, and I appreciate that so much. He takes care of us. But I started, all of a sudden, Angel Band. I started getting orders for Angel Band, and I'm going, well, why Angel Band? It stood out. There were more orders coming in for that than all the others, and my first album was always my bestseller. And all of a sudden, it had overtaken that. And I don't even remember what prompted it, but one day I did a Google search for something, and that came up. And there we were at the top of the Google search. I'm going, because I had put it on YouTube. And I'm going, wow, how did all of this happen? And so, for whatever reason, we've been up in the top of on page 1 of Google for a long time, and that album has sold rather well because this song is on there. But God blesses us. If we just, I just can't express to you enough how if you start to try to make good decisions and live the way the Bible teaches us to live, That doesn't mean you won't have flat tires, and you're going to have some disappointments in life. You know, life is not going to be perfect. We do live on a plane where there's evil and there's good. So there's going to be a mix of that. But I can just tell you, once your heart changes and your life changes and your mindset changes and you start to see things in a more positive manner, you will be blessed. But what a blessing it is to know that whether we stay or whether we go, we're a winner either way.
A loved one knew he'd reached the end of life's journey, but he'd been holding to God's hand a long, long time. And as I knelt beside his bed, my heart was thrilled at what he said. If I go or if I stay, the victor is mine. I'm a winner either way, if I go or if I stay, for I'll still have my Jesus each passing day. I'll have my healing here below, or life forever if I go. Oh, praise the Lord, I'm a winner either way. None of us really knows about tomorrow. We must prepare to go to heaven any day. But while we're here, let's trust the Lord. He'll lead us safe to our reward, and by His grace we'll be a winner either way. I'm a winner either way, if I go or if I stay, for I'll still have my Jesus each passing day. I'll have my healing here below, or life forever if I go. Oh, praise the Lord, I'm a winner either way. I'm a winner either way, if I go or if I stay, for I'll still have my Jesus each passing day. I'll have my healing here below, or life forever if I go. Oh, praise the Lord, I'm a winner either way. Oh, praise the Lord, I'm a winner either way.
For our next song tonight, I'm going to do you a song that's taken from my Angel Band CD, and it's the title song of that CD. It was written by a man named Jefferson Haskell. The words were written by him, and the music was written by William Bradbury. Jefferson Haskell was born in 1807, and he graduated from an academy in 1829, and he had studied the ministry. And people say he was a big fella and very influential in the community. And he moved to Shrewsbury, Massachusetts in the 1840s and became the minister of the Methodist Church there. And somewhere along during that time, he wrote a poem called "My Latest Sun is Sinking Fast." Well, back then, poems they had a certain meter to them, and there were different melodies that fit certain meters, so you could apply any given song to any given meter as long as the meter fit what that particular melody was doing in meter. But in 1860, a guy named J.W. Dodman wrote the first music to this, but the music that we know today came 2 years later in 1862 when William Bradbury wrote the music to it. Now, William Bradbury was born in 1816, and he didn't really study music, although he loved music all his life. He didn't get to study music until he was 17. He was accepted to the Boston Academy of Music. And of course there he learned how to compose and write music and what have you. And they said that he went on to be a great teacher of children. He loved children. And in 1862 he wrote the music that we now know to this song. He called his music Land of Beulah. But it's also said, one little interesting thing, the children loved him so much that when he died in 1868, many of them brought an oak leaf and laid it on his coffin, and then someone took those leaves and formed them into a wreath, and they laid that on his grave. But anyway, sometime shortly after that, since most songs have a line that's in the song somewhere for their title, it was retitled Angel Band. So I'm going to do my version of it for you tonight. It's called Angel Band.
My latest sun is sinking fast. My race is nearly run. My strongest trials now are past. My triumph is begun. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my eternal home. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my eternal home. I've almost gained my heavenly home. My spirit loudly sings. The holy ones, behold they come. I hear the sound of wings. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my eternal home. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my eternal home. Oh, bear my longing heart to him who gave his life for me. His love has cleansed me from my sins and gives me victory. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my eternal home. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my eternal home.
Right now, I just want to remind you about our website, www.birdyeomans.com. All my CDs are there. My double CDs are there. My songbooks there. There's a couple of specials that we have there. And just want to invite you to come by and take a look at it. If you have any questions, my wife Linda will be glad to help you. Her email address is linda@birdyeomans.com. And thank you so much for being a part of our program. And now we're just going to get you back to the musical portion of the show. My, the time it just flies whenever you're having fun. We've enjoyed doing the program for you tonight. We've enjoyed all the chatting and stuff that's been going on. Welcome to all of you people from around the world. For this last song, we're going to do a song that was written by Johnson Oatman somewhere around the turn of the century. Johnson wrote about 3,000 songs in his lifetime, and gospel songs. Wrote No Not One, he wrote Higher Ground. But he also wrote this song, and he reminds us to be thankful. You know, let's count our blessings instead of our problems. And you might be surprised how it changes your life if you start being thankful for some things that you have. You know, every day we have good stuff and bad stuff to happen to us. Now, we can dwell on the bad. You know, it's not fun to have a flat tire. No, it's not. But just change the thing and move on, you know. But think about all the blessings that we have in our life. For one thing, we got one more day. We got to go around one more time. But anyway, let me leave you with this song for this week. And this week, let's count our blessings.
When upon life's billows you are tempest tossed, when you are discouraged thinking all is lost, count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. Are you ever burdened with a load of care? Does the cross seem heavy you are called to bear? Count your many blessings, every doubt will fly, and you will be singing as the days go by. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. When you look at others with their land and gold, think that Christ has promised you his wealth untold. Count your many blessings money cannot buy, your reward in heaven nor your home on high. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. So amid the conflict, whether great or small, do not be discouraged, God is over all. Count your many blessings, angels will attend, help and comfort give you to your journey's end. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done.
Well, that's our program for tonight. Thank you so much for being with us. Always glad to have you stop by and join us. And it's always so much fun to look in the chat room and see where people are from all around the world. And I appreciate it. So many of you that have been with us from the beginning are now starting to welcome the people from around the world. And I'm so glad to see that. You know, I just so much wish that we could become one people. You know, let's forget about the color we are. Let's forget about the religion that we are. I'm a Christian, and I hope you will become a Christian with us. But you're going to be my friend no matter what religion you are, and you're going to be my friend no matter what race you are. I just want us to learn to love each other and get along with each other. But before I go, let me remind you about our website, birdyeomans.com. And if you have any questions about any of the CDs or the book that you'll find there, or my history, or a lot of things on the website, just email my wife, Linda. Her email address is linda@birdyeomans.com. And be kind to each other this week. I love you. I'll see you next Friday night.